Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole Traum, and you're watching Lee Health's Healthcare Hero Self-Care Moment. Thank you so much for tuning in. This week, we've been talking about allowing ourselves to trust that the universe has our back. And it's sort of a little bit of a cliche, a spiritual cliche to say that, right? Thinking of, oh yeah, everything's going to be okay. But in some way, we have to learn how to find peace in what we have. And so finding that trust brings on this sense of peace, it brings on this action of peace. And what it really does is it helps us to trust ourselves, trust that we are going to be able to continue to move forward, to kind of move with the flow. I think one of the things when I think of like what is consistent in our universe that we can trust is that it's ever changing, right? And when we start to get more comfortable with that idea that things are always moving, things are always in flux, we start to go with that flow a little bit more, it allows us to find that peace and that trust. So we'll think about that. It's Feel Good Friday, and so we're going to be doing lots of nice movement with our bodies to feel good in our bodies and then allow ourselves to turn within and practice that idea of trust. And know that trust isn't something that, you magically just feel and it just, stays with you. Sometimes you need to work at it. Sometimes you need to really feel the loss of it in order to connect with it more. So allow yourself that space to explore. So as you sit up nice and tall here, we're going to sit up tall in the front of the chair, scooting forward, and then inhale and stretch your arms up and overhead. Exhale as you lower your arms back down. So just moving with your breath here. Inhale, stretching up. Exhaling as you lower back down. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale, breathing in and emptying out. Good. And then let's add on. So you're going to inhale your arms up, and as you exhale, you can bow forward, just stretching into the back body. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling as you bow forward. So just feeling that stretch into the back of the body, into the front of your belly, and coming forward. Let's do 3 more. Inhaling. And exhaling, letting yourself fill up and then empty out. That's it. This last one here, you can inhale, and as you exhale, just hook your thumbs and start to reach side to side. So bring a little length, a little opening up in through the side body. That's it. And then as you come all the way back, you can just start to roll your shoulders onto your back. That's it. So we're going to do a little bit of massage for our face. So you can bring your hands and you can start right above your eyebrows and just start to press here, coming from your eyebrows, the center of the eyebrows over to the temples, and do little semicircles along the temples. I know a lot of people are dealing with allergies right now, so this is a good way to clear out the sinuses and let yourself relax. So as I do this, I can actually feel my jaw releasing. Didn't even realize it was tight. So learning how to trust and learning how to just observe here, just moving towards the temples. That's it. Let's do 2 more like that. Over the eyebrows, towards the temples. That's it. Good. And then bring your hands right in between your eyes by your nose and just start to move down. Makes your face look a little funny. But again, moving in towards those sinuses. You can use 1 or 2 fingers here. Make sure that your hands are clean when you're doing this. Just making a little space. Good. And then bring your head over to the left, and we'll start to go from our right ear all the way down. So right from underneath the ear all the way down the side of the neck, just very gently bringing a little bit of movement there, sliding it down. That's it. Letting yourself let go of tension. This is a great way to practice trust in your body, right? When you start to release, you start to feel that you can trust more. Good. And then we'll switch sides. So then you can bring your right ear over to your right shoulder, bring your hand over to the left side of your neck, and just start right underneath your ear and work your way down. You might even notice there's like a spot that's a little more tender, so you can linger there, or you can move back there, just kind of working your way down the side of your neck. That's it. Good. And then let's bring our hand to our heart and just make a little rainbow over the heart. Just a little bit of massage right over the heart center, the breastbone. Breathing into that space. I saw the most magnificent rainbow last night as I was driving home. It was really bright. And it's just a nice reminder, right? Sometimes it's nice to see that I feel like in Selfless Florida we get a lot of them, but it still is sort of magical when we do see them. So just breathing into that space of your heart with a little rainbow over your heart. Feeling yourself start to settle as you take those deeper breaths. Good. And then bringing your arms up, bring your elbows up to shoulder height and just start to squeeze the elbows back. So squeeze and squeeze, squeeze and squeeze. Feeling your shoulder blades working towards each other, working the upper back, the back of the shoulders, and then keep your elbows back, and you can inhale to the right and exhale towards the left. Just feeling yourself stretching into the back body, into the side body. Perfect. Good. And then come all the way out and roll your shoulders back. And you can start to even add your arms here. So you can inhale and reach the right arm back like you're doing a little backstroke. And then the left arm. So you can inhale in one direction and then exhale in the other. Just moving nice and slow. If you have arms in your chair, you might have to make it a little less of a circle. That's okay. Working with what you've got. Perfect. One more time to each side. So coming back and around. Good. And then back and around. And then coming back, and we'll make some circles in our seat. Make sure you're forward in your chair so that you can really lean back. You can really find that stretch into your body. Feel yourself breathing nice and deep. Nice big inhale. A nice big exhale. Get comfortable with yourself, with your body, with your movement, with your aches and pains, and even with those things that feel good. And then change your direction and just feel, again, notice. As you go round and round, that's it. And then as you come back through center, you can inhale and just roll the shoulders back, lift your chin, open your neck, and then exhale as you bow. So inhaling and exhaling, working your spine, inhale and exhale one more time. Okay, we're gonna come on up to standing here. So as you come forward, lean forward in your chair. Make sure you get your nose over your toes, and then you can use your hands on your body or on your chair as you come on up. All right, so we're gonna come on up to standing. Let me move my chair out of the way here. You can do this at the wall as well, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna start to sit back like we're doing a little bit of a squat. So reach your booty back, bring your hands to your knees, and then we'll do cat and cow again. So you're gonna inhale and arch your back, and then exhale as you round. So you can still do this in your chair too, or you can do it standing. It's just a really nice movement here. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling your belly muscles working here, your low back. Good, 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, last one. And then as you come on up, bring your hands to your knees and just start to bow forward and bend the legs and straighten the legs. So feel the back of your legs just lifting up as you breathe. Perfect. And then if you want to turn towards your chair, you can turn towards the seat of your chair or even towards the arms of your chair. And we'll start to inhale here and look forward. Exhale and bow. So just lifting as you lengthen, lowering as you exhale and bow. Good, 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Perfect. And then we'll come back in and stretch the legs out wide now. So you're going to step your feet out nice and wide. Reach your hips back. Stretch back here. And move your hips side to side. So you might even need to, I need to move my feet back a little further. Moving your hips like you have a tail. Good. And then from there you can take your right hand down, just like we did yesterday, looking out underneath your left arm, taking that twist. If you can't touch the floor, you can bring your hands to your knee. That's it. Take another breath. And then we'll switch, bringing the left arm down, looking out underneath your right arm as you breathe. Again, if you can't touch the floor, just bring your hand to your knee. Good. Come all the way back here, stretching out long. And then we'll walk ourselves back in and come back to our comfortable seat. So as you come back to your seat, make sure you can sit forward here in your chair. And then we'll take our right ankle to the left knee. Let's see if we can see this here. So right ankle comes to left knee. Sometimes it looks more like this. And start to press that knee away as you breathe, as you sit tall. And sit. More sensation is going to mean more awareness in your body. So let yourself breathe into that. Remember, you don't have to go any further than your body wants to go. So try not to force it. And then inhale as you sit up, exhale and just hinge forward. So feeling that stretch into your outer right hip. That's it. Inhale and exhale. Whew, this feels really good for me. Hopefully you're feeling really connected to your body right now. Let's do one more time forward. And then this next time as you come forward, you can stay there. So you can just bring your elbows down or just kind of lean forward, dropping your head and breathing into the sensation, letting yourself trust that your body's going to tell you what it needs. I think one of the best ways we can start to learn that trust is by learning to trust ourselves, to trust what we have. So much of that trust comes from listening. So let yourself listen to what your body's telling you, what your heart's telling you, what your mind's telling you. Good, and then come all the way up and we'll switch sides. So now we're gonna bring our left ankle to right knee, sit up tall, start to press that knee away from you. Inhale as you sit up and then exhale to start to hinge forward with the sides even tighter. Inhale and exhale. So this is called ankle to knee or figure four pose. You can do this in many ways. You can do this on your back. You can do it in a chair. You can do it standing. That's always a nice challenge. 2 more breaths. Just coming forward and then lifting up. And then this time as you come forward, you can stay there. Just bring your elbows down to your shin or just bend the elbows as you bow forward. Letting yourself breathe into that sensation. Be a part of the conversation. Your body's going to tell you what it needs. It's going to tell you what it's feeling. Let yourself listen and respond with your breath. That's it. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. Perfect. And then as you come on up, you can bring your legs out in front of you and just start to drop your knees side to side. So dropping the knees to the right and then dropping them to the left. Getting a little stretch into the outer hips. Good. And then we're going to come back and take our seat. So you can get nice and comfortable now. Either sitting with your legs on the floor or your legs crossed and allowing yourself to really feel that chair behind you. All week we've been talking about this idea of trusting the universe, allowing yourself to trust. We've talked about how the front of the body has to do with the self, right? We know this, we move from this part of our body, and how the back of the body has so much to do with the universe, with everything that supports us. I'd like to think of like all the people in my family that came before me, all those things. So as we move back into that sort of unknown space, we let ourselves trust a little bit more. So imagine that you've got this hand behind you and start to lean back into it. And you can even, if you're in your chair, sit all the way back. So scoot yourself back so you get your thighs back and then lean back into the support of your chair as you breathe. Feeling yourself starting to soften towards the back of your body. Let yourself trust. It's okay if you lean totally back. Just kind of notice what that does. As you lean back, as you let yourself trust, the front of the body can soften, can relax a little more. It actually can trust a little bit more. And as you let yourself feel that breath, as you let yourself feel yourself softening back, it starts to deepen that relationship with yourself. So let yourself feel all the sensations that come up. That's it. And then come back to your breath here, just noticing your inhale and your exhale. I find it so much easier after I've moved my body, after I've let myself get really connected, to start to turn within. So notice that for yourself. A lot of times the ancient yogis, what they would do is they would do the asanas, those are what the names are for the poses, so that they could still their body and their mind. So let yourself settle in here, feel yourself leaning back, and then close your eyes and just let yourself observe. Notice your inhale and your exhale. Starting to feel yourself settling down. And you can start by just observing what's around you. Start to notice any sounds around you. Maybe your family is stirring in your home or your pets. Maybe you can hear sounds outside your home. Start to notice sounds a little closer. Maybe even notice the sound of your breath as it moves in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel yourself softening back and just let yourself be in this presence of following your breath. Notice the place where your breath first meets your nose. Let that be your focus here. Allow yourself to trust, to be in the moment, to be in your body and your breath. That's it. And maybe start to count your breath. So counting your inhale and your exhale, starting at 1, going all the way up to 10. And then starting back at 1. Giving yourself a framework that you can work in, that you can trust. And know that it's inevitable that you will be distracted, that your mind will wander. So when you find yourself wandering, just gently bring yourself back to whatever number you left off on, or start again. Just allowing yourself to explore this connection, this conversation with yourself. Each time you find yourself wandering, just gently bring yourself back. Let go of the self-judgment. This is one of the simplest ways to start to tap into meditation, and yet one of the most profound ways that you can actually be in the moment, that you can let yourself focus. With your next exhale, just let your mind go wherever it needs to go. Start to bring some movement to your fingers and to your toes. Stretch your arms. Maybe even stretch your legs. Ooh, let out a yawn. Oh my goodness. And then come back to your comfortable seat and just bring your hands together, rub your hands together. Remember, it's Feel Good Friday. We want to feel good in our bodies. Roll your shoulders onto your back. Let yourself reconnect with whatever it is that you've got going on this morning. We honor this practice. We honor the practice of allowing ourselves to deepen that trust with ourselves, with the universe, even with the people around us. And so that might overflow into all the areas of our lives. We bow together. Namaste. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been Nicole Traum with Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. We'll be back on Monday morning at 6:40 a.m., so please join us then. Feel free to share this with your friends. It will be posted on YouTube right after this live, so hopefully you'll get a chance to rewatch it or send it out to your friends. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Remember to take care of yourself. Have a good one. Bye.